Hey folks, Dude here, coming to you again, another iteration of, well, the black background, which means, yes, I've had a population explosion of, well, TEKNAs. This one being a little bit later iteration. You can see basically it just says, TEKNA Stainless Steel Japan. I believe that's Japan. Yes, TEKNA Stainless Steel Japan. And you can see the grinds on here are very uniform, almost machine in precision. And obviously the striations or the teeth. Okay, get this focus. Get the striations in the teeth. They're looking very, very uniform. Handles looking very uniform. This one is one that I've had for a little while, and I did clean up. Sheath is obviously missing the paint. Doesn't say TEKNA on there anymore. It's easy to fix. A little nail polish, we're good to go. This one, this was one I could not walk away from on eBay. I literally could not walk away. Okay, now if you look at this one, it says TEKNA misspelled molybdenum vanadium stainless Japan. So you can see right there the script is very, very different, but also the grinds, the striations. I mean, this is stuff that, if you got to be a detail guy to see this stuff. But essentially, if you look at the previous to the current, you can see like the top one is prettier and the bottom one looks more like handmade because this one is very, very, very early. Obviously, you could see that the serrations, well, or the jimping, it actually feels different. It actually looks different. This one has not been gone through yet. The autofocus is driving me bonkers here. But anyway, this one has not been gone through yet, and it is not prettied up just yet. But I had to buy this for that script right there because that is very, very unusual. This is either a very, very late in production or a very, very early in production. And I believe the guy that was actually doing this was Tak Fukuta. So that one is kind of unusual. I had to get that one. Okay, so obviously this one being the water setup with the spring tensioner setup on the Velcro straps, and there's a reason for that. The spring tensioner was set up in such a way that your body expands and contracts as you're swimming and what have you. So you could have this thing like strapped on your forearm, and it would have some give to not get so tight to be constricting and cutting off your blood flow and what have you. It's basically just their underwater rig versus the other style, which was something that went into one of the clasped areas here for a belt clip. Just a wire clip, nothing crazy about it. It works. Is it perfect? No, but it kind of works. This one is one, well, I have other versions of this, but this one basically is just the black enamel. I really don't know what the coating is on this. I think actually what it was just basically like just a baked on finish, and they try to make as good as possible. You can see on the handle, it's absolutely very, very uniform. On the blade, obviously, it's seen some use, and it's a little bit tired. But I had to get it because of the leather sheath. Oh, my stars and garters. This thing is absolutely cherry. And this is kind of something I've mentioned in other older TEKNA videos, and this was one of those ones that kind of really, truly cracked me up, is you essentially have a leather belt sheath, okay? Obviously, this clicks in. This is going to be body side. You do have a thumb brake that then pops open, and it has this barrel that then engages into the last hole of the blade. So basically, it's locked in or it's not going anywhere. But here's the funny part. You have this sheath, right? And you have, obviously, a leather sheath that you're wearing on your belt. Okay, it's on your belt. This is a dive knife. Why would you be wearing a leather sheath when you're diving? Okay, well, this is also kind of like coming out of the 80s where everybody basically had to have, like, the capable, duty-worthy, combat knife at their side. And this one was in direct competition with, like, the Gerber Guardian, and obviously there was other oh man, there was so many iterations of like the belt dagger that was basically like a 3 or 4 inch blade and basically roughly about a hand width size handle. But man, I had to jump on all these guys, and truthfully, the price of entry for all 3 of these blades truly is less than some of the prices I paid for Some of my collectible Spydercos. Yeah. Well, I got a really good thumbnail picture, so I'll put that in there and it'll show some detail. But this guy and this guy, this, this is a basic Techno. Okay, this is nothing crazy here, but I just liked it. I thought it was really, really pretty. It had really good script. The actual script on the blade is very, very pretty, but it needed some TLC. Translation, I took it downstairs and I attacked it with the Dremel. This one is also going to have to go downstairs to be terribly attacked with the Dremel. Because, literally, stainless steel does rust, per se, but it really doesn't pit so much. That's kind of one of the nice things about it. This one, it's got a little bit of schmutz on it, and obviously needs some TLC. But you can see definitely the difference between the handle holes on this one and the handle holes on that one. I mean, literally, this is one that I went through. This one was actually painted orange for some reason. I don't know what the reasoning was on that one, but hopefully, you can see the difference there in the script, and obviously you can see the difference in the actual grind on this area, the transition between the handle and the blade. I mean, it's kind of profound, but man, I could not truly do anything but just snag these guys. Ugh. So cool. All right, I'm going to break up on this one, folks. Eat your Krypton ring as always. You know it, you love it. Tekna on the white background type of goodness and good stuff like that there. Have a good one. Catch you guys later and see you guys. Oh, thumb. Here it is.